Welcome back, students. So now we're going to discuss time, speed and distance concept with 20 questions. So I'm going to explain the 20 questions with very faster shortcuts and tricks. It will help you to do all those kind of models easily in your interviews and other competitive exams. Let's start with this question. So first question, the radius of wheel of axis car is 50 centimeter. What is the distance that the car would cover in 14 revolutions? So when you got a question based on the revolutions, we had a formula for that. That is nothing but number of revolutions. Number of revolutions is equal to distance divided by circumference. So it is very easy. Here the number of revolution is given, that is 14, and distance we need to find d. Circumference, what is the formula for circumference? 2 pi r. I hope you guys remember this. So 2 pi r, 2 into, what is the pi value? 22 divided by 7 into r is given, that is 50. Just write d is equal to, you need to find d value, 14 into 2 into 22 into 50 divided by 7. So cancel this 7 and 14 2 times. 2 times is 4, 22 times is 88 into 50. So 4400. This is given in revolutions are given in centimeters and distance in the kilometers. So we need to divide it by 100. 4400 divided by 100. That is nothing but 44 meters is the right answer. Right. Next question. This question, the circumference of a wheel of a truck is 1 meter to cover a distance of 1.5 kilometer. The number of revolutions made by the wheels are. Now here they are asking the number of revolutions. Same formula, distance divided by circumference. So revolutions we need to find, and distance is given that 1.5 kilometer, and one circumference of a wheel truck is 1 meter, right? 1 meter. So that is nothing but same 1.5, but here we need to 1.5 kilometer into meters, correct? So into 100, that is nothing but what? 1.5 into 1000, sorry, kilometer into meters 1000. So 1500 is the right answer. Next question. This question is little bit totally different. If I walk 4 kilometer per hour, I miss the bus by 10 minutes. If I walk at 5 kilometer per hour, I reach 5 minutes before the arrival of the bus. How far I walk to reach the bus stand? This is a model of time, speed and distance questions, because at one speed, that means 4 kilometer per hour, if I traveling with 4 kilometer per hour speed, I will miss the bus. That means I reach bus stand too late. Okay, but if I traveled at 5 kilometer per hour, I reach the bus stand 5 minutes before. That means too early. Right. So these kind of question will be given. At last they will ask what is the distance between office and home, school and home, or bus stand and your home. So these kind of questions they will be asked. So we need to know only one basic thing. The concept is, I want to reach the destination at the right time. Okay, so time t. Let's take for example, 8 o'clock bus was started from the bus stand. So this is the right time. If I travel with 4 kilometer per hour, I reach the bus stand at 8:10, 10 minutes late. That is T1. If I traveled with 5 kilometer per hour, I reach the bus stand 5 minutes early. That means 7:55. 5 minutes early. This is T2. So here you no need to reach the bus stand earlier, or you no need to reach the bus stand at too late. You need to reach there at the right time. So what we need to do? Write an equation for reaching the bus stand at right time. Okay, right. Look at this. If I want to reach the bus stand at right time, now I am reaching at T1. That means 8:10. So if I reached there at T1, means from T1 I need to subtract 10 minutes. Is it right? Because already I was reaching there at 8:10. If I want to reach the bus stand at right time, means the another one is T2. T2 plus 5, because already I reached 5 minutes earlier. So if you equate this formula equation, you can get the answer. So the only concept is T. I want to reach the bus stand at right time. Remaining things are easy. Just plot the values and get the answer. You will get the answer quickly. So for this, we know that what is the formula for T? Time is equal to distance by speed. Just substitute here. Time T1 is equal to distance. We don't know the distance, but speed we know that is 4 km per hour minus 10. 10 is given in minutes, but here 4 km per hour. So we need to convert that. At last they are given in the kilometers, not in meters. So let convert this into hours, 60. Same thing, please do here also. T2 is nothing but D divided by, it was 5 km per hour plus 5 divided by 60. What is the next step we need to do here? Just take variables in one side and numbers in other side. So D divided by 4, and here D by 5 is a positive one. So when it comes to the left hand side, it should be negative D over 5 is equal to, already we had 5 over 60. Now left hand side it was negative 10 by 60. When it comes to the right hand side, it will be a positive 10 divided by 60, right? So 5D minus 4D divided by 20 is equal to 15 divided by 60, right? So 15 and 60 is nothing but 1 by 4. So D by 20 is equal to 1 over 4. So cancel this. 5D is equal to 5 km. That's what the right answer. Clear? So here in this concept, we need to remember one thing. I need to know how to write this equation first. If you write this clearly, then everything will be easy. Right. So next question is also the same kind of question. Let's start with this. Narayan Murthy walking at a speed of 20 km per hour reaches his college 10 minutes late. Look at this. Directly we go to the question. T is the right time. Now T1 is 10 minutes late. So let's take 9 o'clock is college. 10 minutes late means 9:10. If he increases his speed next time by 5 km per hour, but finds that he is still late by 4 minutes. So still he was late by 4 minutes. That means 9:04 he was reached college. He will never go to the college at right time, I think so. Anyway, right. So we want to reach the college at right time. I want to reach the college T, right? So now I am reaching college at T1. So T1 minus 10 minutes. In other hand, T2 minus 4 minutes. Both are negative because both are too late, right? And now just plot the values. T is what? T1 distance divided by speed is 20 km per hour minus 10 divided by 60 is equal to 5 km per hour was increased. That is not exactly 5 km per hour. It was increased by. Okay. So I need to write D by 20 plus 5, 25. Okay. Minus 4 divided by 60. I hope you guys will solve this after this and give your answer in the comment box. I am waiting for your answers. Right. Let's move to the next question. Right, ratio between the speeds of two trains is 5:3. Look at this. Speed of the trains is 5:3. If the first train runs, the distance of the first train is 350 kilometers and time is equal to 2 hours. Okay, this is for train 1. So then what is the speed of the second train? I need to find the first train speed first. Speed is not given here, but one more thing. Speed is equal to distance by time. Distance is given, time is given, so we can find speed is equal to distance is 350 divided by 2 hours, because speed should be written in kilometer per hour, 1 hour, but here that given for 2 hours. So convert this, 350 divided by 2 is 175 kilometer per hour. This is for first train. Okay, look at this. First train speed I got 175. I want to find the second train speed is what? Correct? So 5 divided by 3. 5 part is equal to 175. This is in part and this is speed. Okay, then 3 part is equal to what? Just cross multiply, you will get the answer. 3, where you got 2 sides value, write it in numerator. Over 5. Okay, so 17 is 3 times and 25 is 5 times. 35 into 3 is nothing but 105 kilometer per hour. Clear? Next question. Ezhil travels first half of the distance at 50 meters per second. I always reading miles per, okay, meter per second, and second half at 75 meter per second. The total distance traveled is 3 kilometer. Find the average speed of travel for the entire journey. Here the question is based on average speed. Whenever the question is from the concept of average speed, we need to check whether distance is constant or time is constant, or both distance and time are not constant. Here they clearly says that first half of the distance and second half. So here distance is constant. So if distance is constant, we had a separate formula. 2s1 s2 over s1 plus s2. This is the formula for distance constant. Don't forget this most important formula. So 2 into 50 into 75 divided by 50 plus 75. Okay, you solve this, you will get 60 meter per second as the answer. So this is the way we need to solve this question, right? And next question, a little bit calculative problem, but concept is very easy. Look at this. Morgan walks a certain distance, and rides back in 6 hours 15 minutes. He was taking walking plus return journey riding. It takes 6 hours 15 minutes. If he walks both ways, that means from A to B and B to A, walk both the ways, he takes 7 hours 45 minutes. If Morgan rides both ways, what happened? How much time it takes? This is what the exact question. So now we're going to find answer for this. But here the thing is, one is in hours and another one is in minutes. So it takes confusions for us to getting answer, because options are given in fraction form, right? Hours. So better we can convert this into minutes. See, 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Then here look at this, 6 hours. 6 hours is what? 1 hour 60 minutes means 6 hours 360 minutes. So 360 minutes plus 15 minutes. So 360, 375 minutes it takes for both walking and riding. Right. In next concept, 1 hour is 60 minutes means here 7 hours is what? Okay, 7 into 6, 42. So 420 minutes plus 45 minutes. So 465 minutes it takes. So how much time it takes for riding? So herely we can clearly know one that is walking and riding it takes 375. Okay, but walking, but that means from A to B and B to A, both walking it takes 465. So I can split into 2 half, one for the from A to B walking and another one is the return journey. So instead of, if I write 465 divided by 2, my answer will be in decimal form or in fraction. If somebody likes using the numbers in decimal or fraction, you can write it. Okay, but here I can keep that in fraction itself. Look at this, 465 over 2. Here also 465 over 2. If you want to convert this into decimal, you can write it 232.5. You can write like that, no issues. Okay. So here walking also 465 over 2. So now look at this. Walking and riding takes 6 hours 15 minutes. That means 375 minutes. In that 465 over 2 minutes was only for walking. If I subtract 465 divided by 2 from 375 minutes, I will get, that means from the total, if I subtract walking, I will get riding time. Correct? So let's take, this is 1. If you take LCM, that will be 2. So double the number, 375, 400, 400, 800. So 800, 750. 750 minus 465. What is the value? 1055, then 4, 6, 14, 6, 8. Then here it will be 6, 4, 2. 285 divided by 2. Okay, so 285 divided by 2 is the time taken for riding. So I can write here 285 over 2 and again 285 over 2. If I add these two numbers, I will get 285 minutes. Right, that's it. But here the answers are given in fraction form. 285 definitely not 4 hours. Okay, so let's take 285 divided by 60. I need to convert into hours. Okay, so you will get 19 divided by 4 hours is the answer. Option B is the right answer. Is it clear? I hope. Just calculations. Right, and for the next question, look at this. Rohan walks a certain distance and riding back at 3 hours 45 minutes. Just write directly the minutes. 3 hours is 180 minutes plus 45 to 25 minutes. Right? If he walks both ways, what happened? It takes 5 hours 30 minutes. 5 hours 5 6 times 330 minutes, right? Okay, he takes 5 hours and 30 minutes. If Rohan rides both the ways, so if he take riding for both the ways, what will happen? How much time it takes? So as usual, first 330, split 330 into 2 parts and divide it to both walking. 330 over 2 and 330 over 2. So here also it will be 330. Okay, so 225 minus 330 over 2. So here let's take 1. So 2 times it will be 450. 450 minus 330. 120. So 120 divided by 2, that is 60. 60 minutes. So riding takes 60 minutes, means this is also 60 minutes. Correct? So it takes 120 minutes. 120 minutes is nothing but 2 hours. Correct? 2 hours is the right answer. Simple. Next question. A man traveled a distance of 61 kilometers in 9 hours. He traveled partly on foot at 4 kilometers per hour and partly on bicycle at 9 kilometers per hour. What is the distance traveled on foot? Here this question is not an easiest one, because students should understand one thing. Here partly means not equal distance. Totally he travels 61 kilometers means not equal distance. Partly means it may be this part. Okay, some part. So he travels X kilometers by foot. Okay, and remaining distance was, total distance is given. So I can write this 61 minus X bicycle. So you should clear in this. One part is X, means the remaining part will be 61 minus X. That's it. I want to tell one secret here. Whenever you got this model question, what model question? Everything will be given in two types. That means speed will be given 2 speeds in your question. Distance will be given in 2 ways. 2 distance, partly and another part. They are separated by 2 distance. Distance is 2 and speed is 2, but time will be given only once. This is the secret. Always in vice versa, A to B, B to A, routine trip. Okay, first half, second half, one part of the journey, the remaining part of the journey. So the overall time is 10 hours, overall time is 15 hours. Whenever they given that time is common, okay, at that time, what we need to do, take time as common. டைமை காமனாக கொடுத்துட்டாங்க, எல்லாமே ரெண்டு ரெண்டாக கொடுத்துருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா நீங்கள் டைமோட ஃபார்முலா எடுங்க. Okay, so time formula is what? Time is equal to distance by speed. Time is only one, but here distance is two type of distance, and speed is first speed, second speed. Distance also d1 and d2. Overall, this takes 9 hours. மொத்தமா 9 hours ஆகுது, கரெக்டா? So we need to write equation like this. So here they are asking for distance, but don't take distance formula. You will get answer very calculative. Okay, so நீங்க எடுத்தோன்னா distance formula எடுக்காதீங்க, இதுதான் concept. So t is equal to what? 9 hours. Distance I don't know, I take an x, but speed I know that in walking my speed is 4, and the remaining distance is 61 minus x divided by what is the speed? Here it was 9. So now we going to solve this problem. Okay, so 9, what is the LCM? 36, 9x plus 4 into 61 minus x, correct? In next step, 9 is equal to 9x plus 6 4 times 244, 244 minus 4x divided by 36. So it will be 36 into 9 is equal to 9 minus 4 is 5x plus 244, correct? So 36 into 9 minus 244 is equal to 5x, or I can divide this 5, x is equal to divide by 5. So if you solve this, you will get the answer. Okay, you can solve and get the answer, but we have no time, right? In exam, I need to complete this question within a minute. Okay, so these traditional method, it takes too much of time. So instead of doing that, we can do an alternate way. After writing this equation, don't go for the traditional method. If you write this formula, and after that, if you write this equation, don't go for the solving this problem. We had another option. Look at the option. We had 4 options. Why we got these options? Definitely one answer will be inside this option. If there is an option E, none of this, don't try this. But if you don't have none of this, you can try from the option, you can get the exact answer, right? So why? You are simply solving all these things. You doesn't have any step marks, right? So here what I am going to do is take 14 first. They are asking about distance traveled on foot. Foot is nothing but x. Okay, so 9 is equal to x divided by 4 plus 61 minus x divided by 9 is the equation. Now let's take 14. If I substitute 14 here, look at this. 14 divided by 4, it is not divisible first. First of all, 14 by 4 is not a divisible number. So my answer will be in fraction or decimal. I will never get the whole value 9. Correct? So this answer will not come. So let's go for the next option. Okay, next option is 16. Let's take x value is equal to 16. 16 divided by 4 is 4. Yeah, I got hope now. So I got an ordinary number here, natural number. So let's take 61 minus 16 is nothing but 45. 45 divided by 9. So 4 plus 45 by 9 is 5. 4 plus 5 is 9. That's what they are asking. That's it. So this is the answer. Simple way you can get the answer. And also I want to give one tip here. That is, you can do this problem in alligation and mixtures also. Alligation methods also. So try, if you know alligation method also, it is also, you can get answer quite easily. Right? Next problem. Very, very simple and easy problem. Suparna needs to browse through 75 pages of a novel before she gives her review to the class. She has 2.5 hours before the lecture. Okay, what would be her reading speed? So they are asking about speed. Speed is equal to distance by time, but instead of distance here, they are given pages and time. Okay, so pages is what? 75 pages in 2.5 hours. So our answer will be 30. That's it. Simple. Next question. Look at this. A man goes to office from his house. Okay, from his house at the speed of 3 kilometer per hour, and in return journey from house to office, office to house in 2 kilometer per hour. If it takes 5 hours, going and coming. This is what I'm telling again and again. If time is given common, everything is 2 times. Look at this distance d1 and d2 from a to b and b to a distance, and speed is 2, but time is only 1. That is the whole time it takes going and coming. So take time formula. Time is equal to distance by speed, but distance is 2, distance same distance but 2 times. Speed is different. Overall time is 5 hours. So 5 is equal to d divided by what is the speed? 3 kilometer per hour. Another speed is 2 kilometer per hour. Just solve this. 5 and 2d plus 3d divided by 6. So 6 5 times is 30 is equal to 5d. D is equal to 6. So 6 kilometers is the distance. Simple. Right. Next question. Walking 6 by 7th of his usual speed, a man is 12 minutes too late. The usual time taken by him to cover that distance is what? For this question, we need to understand only small thing, that is speed ratio is given. Speed ratio is 6 by 7. I can write this as 6:7. This is usual and this is today. Correct? Usual and today. Right. In this question, usual is 7 and today he was going in only speed is 6. 6 part. Let's take one thing. Usually he was traveling in 70 kilometer per hour, but today he was traveling only at 60 kilometer per hour. What will happen? If speed was reduced, okay, then time will be increased. Correct? 7:6 means it will become 6:7. Okay, so speed is 6:7. Then what happened to time? Okay, time will be 7:6. I want to explain this in 2 different ways. One way is if you increase the speed, our time will be reduced. If you reduce the speed, your time will be increased generally. In our formula also says the same. Speed is equal to inversely proportional to time. That means speed is equal to distance by time. Time is equal to distance by speed. So it increases, it will decrease. If time increases, speed will decrease. So it will be opposite to each other. So usually he was traveled in 7 part speed, means today he traveled at 6 part speed. 7 part speed means he can reach 6 hours. If he travel in 6 part speed, it takes 7 hours. Correct? So now the question is what? They gave on clue. That clue is 20 minutes too late. 12 minutes too late. What is this 12? 12 is nothing but minutes. 12 minutes. Okay, 12 minutes is not the time taken to reach. That 12 is the usual time and today's time difference is 12 minutes. If I usually take 2 hours to reach one place, means today I'm taking 2 hours 12 minutes. That extra 12 minutes is the difference here. Okay, so what is the difference in time? How many part is difference? Only 1 part difference. So in part it was 1 part difference. In time it was 12 minutes difference. Now what is the question? The question is the usual time taken by him. Usual time. Time is here, usual is here. Usual time is 6 part. So 6 part is equal to what? That's what the question. So just multiply 12 6 times is 72 minutes. That is nothing but 1 hour 12 minutes. That's what the answer. Clear? Right. And next question. Harsh and Vijay move towards Hosur starting from IIM Bangalore at a speed of 40 km per hour and 60 km per hour respectively. If Vijay reaches Hosur 200 minutes earlier, then Harsh. What is the distance between IIM Bangalore and Hosur? See, here 2 speeds are given and one time is given 200 minutes. Okay, so speed is 40 and 60. Speed is 40 and 60 and time is 200 minutes. Okay, 200 minutes. So what is the for here already I told you that speed is given in two parts, distance is two parts. Okay, only time is the common value. Okay, so time is equal to distance by speed. But this is for Harsh, and Vijay also had distance by speed. So both of them, this 200 is what one person reach earlier than other person. That means difference between the two person. Correct? So 200 minutes is equal to distance divided by. We don't know the distance from Hosur to Bangalore, but we know the speed. D divided by 60. Here everything is kilometer per hour, so put 60 here also. Okay, so just solve this. Okay, so 40, 60 is 120, 4 3 times, so 3D, 6 2 times 2D is equal to 200 divided by 60. Okay, you can cancel here itself, it was 2 times, so D is equal to 2 into 200 is 400. That's what the answer, 400 kilometers. Clear? And next, easy problem. Look at this. Speed of Maran is 40 km per hour and speed of Arjun is 60 km per hour. What is the ratio of time? This is speed ratio. Speed ratio is 2 is to 3. Okay, if speed is 2 is to 3, then time will be 3 is to 2. Correct? That's what the answer. Next one. A car is 250 meters behind the bus. The car and bus are moving at 60 km per hour and 35 km per hour respectively. The car will be ahead of bus by 250 meters in. See, look at this. Clearly, we need to know one thing. A car is 250 meters behind the bus. Okay, this is the first line. At last, they are asking that the car will be ahead by 250. Okay, so car will be ahead by 250. So totally it was 500 meters. Is it correct? Right. So in this question, totally it takes 500 meters. From here to here, it takes 500 meters. Right. And another thing is, speed is given. Speed is what? Speed is equal to 60 km per hour. Another one is 35 km per hour. If both the objects are traveling in same direction, you need to subtract. If the objects are traveling in opposite direction, you need to add. This is the relative speed concept. Okay, in trains problem we can learn this about more. Okay, so here both are in same direction, so just subtract the speed. It was 25 km per hour. Okay, now they want the time equal to distance by speed. Distance is what? 500 meters and speed is 25. 2 times 20. Okay, but 20 is what? This is kilometer per hour and this is in meters, so we need to convert this, right? 20 into 5 divided by 18. Okay, so just cancel this. Sorry, I think 18 by 5. 20 into 18, given in the seconds, right? We need to convert to seconds, means 5 by 18. Correct. 18, 20, 9, and here it will be 10. It will be 50 by 9. It's not possible. Right. 20, 18 by 5. Sorry. This is wrong. So 5, it was 4 times. 18 into 4 is 72. That's what right answer. Okay. The only conversion. Right, next question. Find the ratio of distance covered by a car and a cyclist when it is given that the car moves for 1.5 hours at 30 km per hour and cyclist moves 1 hour at 25 km per hour. It is very easy because find the ratio of distance covered by a car and a cyclist when, so we need to find the ratio for distance. Okay, car moves, time is given, speed is given, distance equal to speed into time, right? So speed into time, just write like this: 1.5 hours is time into 30. In other side, 1 hour into 25 kilometer per hour. Okay, just solve this, you will get the answer. 30, 25, 5 times, here 6 times. Okay, 6, 9 is to 5. That's it. 1.5 into 6. 9 is to 5 is the right answer. That's it. Next question. A man is walking at a speed of 10 km per hour. After every kilometer, he takes a rest for 5 minutes. How much time will he take to cover a distance of 5 km? So just imagine to get answer for this question, because he travel 5 kilometers from A to B. It was 5 km. Okay. 10 kilometer per hour means 10 kilometer per hour. For 1 hour, he travels 10 kilometer. He travels only 5 kilometer. Then it takes only 30 minutes, right? So 30 minutes he can complete the 5 hours. But every 1 hour, first kilometer, second kilometer, third kilometer, fourth kilometer, then fifth kilometer is over. Every 1 hour he takes 5 minutes gap. So 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 plus 20 is 50 minutes is the right answer. That's it. Raman drove from home to a neighbor town at the speed of 50 km per hour, and his return journey he drove at the speed of 45 km per hour and also took an hour longer to reach home. What is the distance did he cover each way? So in this question, the trump card is an hour. 1 hour difference, time is equal to 1. Everything is again given 2 times. Speed is 2 times and distance is 2 times. So time is equal to distance by speed. Okay, this is for Raman. And another one, from one place to another place. And again, in return journey, speed is different. Correct? The difference between these two is 1 hour. They clearly says that took an hour longer to reach home because his speed was little bit low comparing to the A to B. So T is 1 hour, distance I don't know, speed is 50. In return journey, the same distance he traveled with 45 kilometers. So it takes 1 hour more, right? If the speed was reduced. So if you solve this, what is the LCM? 450. Okay. 45D minus 50D, right? Sorry, no, don't want to. 450 is LCM, means 50 into 9 times. So 9D minus, here it will be 10D, right? So D is equal to what? 450. That's what the right answer. Simple. So 19th question, Supriya runs a marathon at the race of 50 minutes. Okay. Clearly, please read this question. 50 minutes, average speed of 48 km per hour, he reached his destination. Okay. So from here to this place, okay, this place, she was completed in 50 minutes. Okay, speed is 48 km per hour. But in exactly, okay, in marathon, she need to complete that in 40 minutes. So what speed? So she should be increase this 48 km per hour speed into more. Okay, so we got time and speed. Take distance formula. Distance is equal to, initially she was going in 48 km per hour speed in 50 minutes. So if she want to complete it in 40 minutes, then what is the speed? Just Solve this, you will get the answer. Cancel 0 and 0. Okay, 4 and 48. 12 times 12 into 5 is 60 kilometer per hour is the right answer. Simple. And final question, this question is based on stoppages. Okay, stoppages means a particular object, it may be a train or bus, it had two things. One is excluding stoppages, another one is including stoppages. Okay, so if excluding stoppages, it had different speed because it was not stopping anywhere. Including stoppages means it was stopped everywhere. So if you want to calculate the stoppage time, we had a formula, that is excluding stoppages minus including stoppages divided by excluding stoppages. Always this question was asking for per hour, so into 60. Okay, so excluding stoppages is what? 80 kilometer per hour, including per stoppage is 60. So 80 minus 60 divided by 80 into 60. Okay, so this is nothing but 20 by 80 into 60, right? So solve this, you will get the answer 15 minutes. So that's it. So all the 20 questions I had solved now. So keep practice these questions yourself and you can check the answers also. It helps you to improve your speeds in time, speed and distance. All the very best guys. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.